And after you do that, do they tell the others? If they don't tell the others, you got to make something better. If they do tell the others, you're onto something. So the book that made my career after Permission Marketing was this one. I had been kicked out of the book industry because I had done a book that was a total failure. So I had no publisher. I did have a column in Fast Company, and I wrote about this book. It's inside the milk carton. And I said, if you want a free copy, send me $5 and I'll mail it to you. I only have 10,000. So I sold 5,000 of them and I broke even. So that's only 5,000 people. And then I did nothing else to promote it. And it ended up selling millions of copies. Is it because it's the best book ever written? No. But it's easy to talk about. It makes your life better if your boss knows that you are reading Purple Cow. That's what I did. I wrote a book so that your life would get better if you told the others.
Take me back to getting kicked out of the publishing industry and what that moment was like for you, because you knew you had something that was great. Like, I mean, you put it out to the world knowing like, I put a ton of work into this. This is an awesome product. I think it's going to lead to the success of someone's life. And I'm sure a lot of us that are listening to this, or even us, like, we put out an episode and it bombs. And I'm like, this was an amazing piece of advice. Like, this person has done so much in business, but it didn't translate. What was the conversations like with yourself when you were at a place where you were faced with that rejection?
You know, I've been lucky enough along the way to stumble into some very powerful and rich and famous people. And until very recently, I was sure that if I could just pitch that person who seemed to be in charge, it would open the door. So I went running with Steve Case when he ran AOL, and it was the most important site on the internet. And I could go down this long list of CEOs and people who I would pitch an idea to, and they would say, sure, talk to this person. And it never works. That the head of the biggest thing, the well-known brand, they have way less power than you think. So the book flopped. I think we ended up selling 17,000 copies. And so I had a black mark next to my name. Like, don't work with this guy anymore. So no one even knew about the book Purple Cow. I just knew that people in publishing had had enough of me. And it was the greatest thing that could have happened. Because instead of worrying about pleasing an editor who doesn't even like business books in New York City, I could worry about pleasing my readers. And never again did I worry about the editors. I was like, if I have readers, everything else will take care of itself.